It's been so long. I'd forgotten the exhilaration of a real fight!
I don't think this guy looks as strong as he says, do you?
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
Oh.
He's not even a little bit strong, is he?
It's kind of funny to think that the most broken abilities in Dragon Ball are the ones that don't explode. But let's be honest, even the most broken and mediocre abilities from Dragon Ball can easily one-shot a lot of anime characters, and so with their own verses too. Even something as simple as Ki Blast. I mean, if something is capable of destroying the moon related to no effort, then what's there to argue about? But still, we are the days of the internet where, to some, that shit don't matter. But I decided to take it upon myself to mention certain abilities in Dragon Ball so broken and so hacked out that they can literally one-shot every anime character. So let's talk about them. In order to talk about the most broken abilities, let's first set some ground rules. Again, Dragon Ball abilities are all busted, and it's very clear to know that if any energy is charged up enough, it can literally do some major damage in Dragon Ball. But I'm mentioning certain abilities which are hacked out, which has a certain purpose to one-shot literally anybody. So if your favorite attack is not mentioned here, it probably isn't hacked out enough. So with that finished, let's hop into it. One of the most broken of these abilities is one from a character so forgotten that I'm sure that a large portion of die-hard Dragon Ball fans don't even know or have kind of forgotten about him. And it's understandable because this guy is not even mentioned in Super, he's not in Z, he's not even in GT where all the weird stuff actually happens, but where he actually is the first Dragon Ball series. And this character is Devilman. Yes, as goofy as the name sounds and as also goofy he looks, he actually has a very broken ability called Devil Mind Beam. Now, don't take the badass name Devilman to mean the thing. Bro is weak as fuck, at least compared to the other characters in the show, and where the show is now, his strength is extremely insignificant compared to Dragon Ball. But his abilities, on the other hand, actually proves why Akira Toriyama just tossed this character out the window, because he probably would have been too broken if he was kept around. Now, the mechanics behind this ability is that it doesn't hurt you or try to outright kill a character or an enemy. That's only if the character is completely righteous, because if not, whatever shred of negativity lingers in the character's heart, no matter how little, will be amplified by this beam and will cause an explosion from the inside out. It literally causes a character to explode from within their soul to their body, an extremely broken ability that only Dragon Ball logic can still make it irrelevant. But compare this to other anime characters and they are toast. It doesn't matter what kind of negativity it is, be it anger, jealousy, or a little bit of hate. Another ability on this list is one that a lot of people didn't expect, but when you think hard about it, this ability is capable of one-shotting so many anime characters because of how it can be utilized, and that is Deborah and his spit. Now, I know it doesn't sound settling, but reason with me, Deborah is said to be as strong, or if not stronger than Perfect Cell, which puts him at least a reasonable tier of power. So although spitting don't equal its fast, but its effectiveness comes when it's in contact to a character and literally turn them to stone. Not encased in stone, but literally turned into stone, and can be broken to instantly kill the character. Although Deborah didn't use this ability so often and it didn't really cause a lot of problems in the Buu saga, it's still an OP ability capable of one-shot a lot of anime characters. Another technique worth mentioning is the Mafuba technique, which is pretty much the ability to seal a character. This ability was first used by Roshi in the early days of Dragon Ball, which caused his death. Although now, with how profound characters are with their ki, it can be used with little to no effect, and it's not actually an ability that can be countered either. If a character has good ki control and power, once an enemy is in their vicinity, their essence can be absorbed and sealed in the jar for all eternity until the seal is removed. So yeah, definitely one-shotting a lot of anime characters. Another ability is the candy transformation technique from Buu, which is, as the name implies, Buu can turn any character or anything into literally any candy he wants, and as gruesome as it sounds, can also eat them, and from Buu's words, they are actually delicious. Which is weird to say, but it is true. And we have seen Buu use this many times in the series, as he was able to turn entire cities into candies and eat every single person. Now, this ability already sounds broken already, but the downside to it is that if a character has strong ki, they can still maintain their consciousness and fight back. But that was Vegito, which last time I checked is broken as hell. So with that aside, definitely Buu's candy transformation can also solo lots of anime characters. Another worth mentioning is actually from one of the best characters in the series, Gogeta, and the Stardust Breaker, an ability not necessarily capable of killing just anyone but uses the same logic as Devil Might Beam and targets the negative intent of the enemy. So the Stardust Breaker targets an enemy's evil intent and also causes them to explode from the inside out, just like Janemba. But only difference is that if that function isn't satisfied due to the character not actually being evil or having any negative intent, it can still cause serious damage and can also, you guessed it, explode. Another ability worth mentioning is Hit's time skip. Not necessarily a one-shotting technique, but for Hit it definitely is. The ability allows him to manipulate time, which he uses to skip time frames by stopping time and moving within it. And on top of that, it has the skill of an assassin with attacks that can instantly kill an enemy while they are frozen in time. With the only way to counter it is to be technically faster than time, which for Dragon Ball logic is possible, but for other anime, not so much. Another ability to get on this list is Goku Black Sight of Sorrow. There is little information given about this sight, but what it's capable of is that with actually one swing, it can cut down anything in its sight, even reality, which is actually a very effective counter to a certain anime character. Don't you think? Oh yeah, someone already did that. Get out! But sure, this ability is definitely one-shotting anyone. And finally, the Hakai ability, used by the Gods of Destruction, which is the best ability to end this video with, because there is little to no counter to this ability, and those chances only exist in Dragon Ball. Well, except Immortality, because a lot of anime characters have that now. But besides that, this ability has the unique property of erasing anything from existence. If an enemy is attacked by Hakai, their entire essence just ceases to exist. They don't go to heaven or hell, they just cease to exist. But a character with enough ki can at least endure its effects a bit, but a more concentrated version is undefeatable and can go as far as being cataclysmic and erase planets or universes, or to a certain level like Zeno himself, he could erase an entire timeline with this ability. There is little to no anime character who has counters to such a technique as this. So we have come to the end of this video. It really was difficult to make, cycling through lots of abilities like the Spirit Bomb, Kamehameha to make sure they reach the criteria, but many had to be dropped because they weren't as effective as they claimed to be. But that's it for me. Let me know what you think of this list. Do you agree these abilities can one-shot most anime characters, or do you have a different take on this? Well, let us know in the comments. At the same time, you can also drop a like and subscribe to help promote the channel. But that's it for me. I'm going to bed now. Peace out.